Hello, my name is Emily Stevens. I am the proud gold leader of Team Envision. Team Envision is the fastest growing team in the nation. So what this means is we specialize in helping representatives start a successful Avon business. Our passion is helping others succeed, and we especially love helping leaders succeed. We are leaders of leaders. So today I am especially excited to talk to you about things that you should be doing as a successful upline leader and mentor. We're going to actually talk about 10 of my favorite tips to being a successful mentor. So be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next training. And if you're currently an Avon representative, be sure to join our collaborative group on Facebook, Timeless Beauty Lessons. This is a place for you to continue to learn from other successful Avon representatives. Be sure to visit my blog, Beauty Boss Essentials, for more tips for you to grow your Avon business. So here we go. Here are my 10 tips for being a successful upline leader and mentor to your Avon team. Tip number 1, know your downline's personal goals. Know how much money she needs to earn to make this worth it. If you can help your new representative earn as much money as she needs to earn to make this business worth it, why would she ever leave Avon? So that is your first role as her mentor and upline leader. Identify what her goals are, help her identify what her goals are, and help her meet her personal goals. Because if she's earning as much as she needs to, why would she ever leave? So tip number 2, teach and train. You should always be learning new skills about new products, about new strategies for your Avon business, so then you can then teach and train your team. Our learning and development team with Avon does an amazing job of keeping us in the loop and giving us new knowledge almost every single week, certainly every campaign. Your role as the leader is to continue and consistently learn so that you can reiterate those things to your team. You, as the upline leader and mentor, have the biggest influence over your team. So as you follow up with your team, you guys have heard me say a million times, the fortune is in the follow-up. That goes for your team as well. So as you follow up with the trainings that the amazing Avon Learning and Development team have put out there for us, when you follow up and make sure they have the information, that they're taking the training, your role as the upline leader is to influence your team to train effectively and to teach them the things that you are also learning as their upline leader. Tip number 3, supporting efforts. Where there is effort, there should be support. I think you know by now as an Avon leader that sometimes you want it more for them than maybe they want it for themselves. So that's where this rule or tip can come strongly into play. Support where there are efforts, where you do have a downline trying something new. Maybe she has recently started a blog, maybe she is just starting a YouTube channel. Support where there are efforts and be their biggest cheerleader. Tip number 4, communicating effectively. Ooh, this can be a tricky one, can't it? So meet people where they are and make sure you're communicating all of the ways available to you. So that's going to include communicating a lot of different ways: emails, phone calls, go ahead and get a texting app, and Facebook. Creating a group for your Facebook is so important to build that collaborative communication back and forth with your team on a broad spectrum. Communicate to them in a way that is helpful, that is needed. Make sure that when you are reaching out to them, that it's the best use of your time and their time. Make sure that it's not about you needing to meet your personal goal. Make sure that you're giving your downline member a resource, teaching them a new skill, keeping them in the know about what's new with Avon. Make sure that your communication is intentional, but that it is effective, crossing all of the platforms you have at your disposal to communicate with your team the right way. Number 5, the sisterhood. Sometimes Avon representatives join Avon for the sisterhood they never knew they were missing. Your role as the upline leader and mentor is to create that sisterhood, to create that family feel for your team, to make sure everyone is included and feel like they have a role and feel like they have something to offer, but feel like they have a place to learn and get what they need out of this business. So create a bond of sisterhood, create relationships with your team. We all know this is a relationship business, of course, with our customers, but more importantly, with your team. So create ways that you can build a bond and build a relationship and friendship with your team, not only between you and them, but between the other leaders and participants of your downline, so that it is a collaborative sisterhood on your team. Number 6, I like to call this hip time. So this is a concept I started way in my early years. Hip time is, like you have a toddler on your hip. I have 4 kids, so this is a good concept for me to kind of compare this to. Hip time is when you are coming alongside your new representative or your new leader, and you are doing the things with her. So if she has a local event, be there. If she is hosting a Making Strides walk, be there. If she is doing a FaceTime or a Facebook event and having a group sales event or a Facebook group, be there. Be her biggest cheerleader and be there. Hip time is where she can spend time with you, watching you do what you do, how you talk to customers, how you portray a positive attitude and always have a smile on your face. That's hip time. Letting her see what you do all the ways possible. Now, I know, running a national team myself, that it's nearly impossible to be everywhere all the time for every representative, but be looking for those opportunities to be there for your team. So if someone reaches out to you and expresses excitement over hosting an event at any cost, make sure you be there. Number 7, recognition. Make sure you genuinely recognize exciting events in your representative's career. Be genuine as you recognize efforts and success. Maybe they've earned a trip. Maybe they have a new title advancement. Maybe they have a new sales achievement level. Maybe it is a milestone level. Every step, every success should be recognized in a genuine way. As you get to know your team, take note of her strengths. What helped her achieve that goal? What strength of hers was she using to do something different, maybe do something scared and achieve that goal? Small goals, big goals, make sure you are recognizing each achievement with your representative as often as possible. Number 8 is lead by example. Don't just talk the talk. Make sure you are walking the walk. Don't ask your team to do something you're not willing to do yourself. Make sure that you are portraying your success so that your team can take from your example and follow your lead. This is another reason why you should always be learning. Knowledge is power. If you are not learning the newest technology, the newest trends, the newest training from Avon's learning and development team, you're not able to teach your team and lead by example. Tip number 9 is pushing them to be better than you are. So again, I'm a mother of 4, so I'm always trying to help my kids be better than I was, to achieve more than I have. So help your team, push your team members to do it better, to do it faster, and to do it different ways than you were ever able to accomplish. Hopefully, you are learning things in your experience as a leader, and your team members are going to be able to do it faster than you and maybe even better than you. And that's okay. That's great. Know your team members' strength and push them to lean into that strength. We all know that different is better than better, but make sure they're being the best version of themselves. Make sure that you're pushing them out of their comfort zone to do something they've never done before so that they have something they've never had before. We all have a little bit of better inside of ourselves. Sometimes we just need someone to believe that we can do better. Tip number 10, my final tip, and this kind of wraps it all together: inspire. Your role as their leader, their mentor, is to inspire. Be her inspiration that you wish you had when you first started Avon. Help her see, by watching you, the future potential and the future success that she can have as an Avon representative. Your role is to bring out the best in her, every way possible. And I promise you, when she is successful, you will be successful. So go out there and be a successful mentor, a successful upline leader for your team. Be the leader that you wish you had.